For juveniles with criminal records, it is harder than ever to rebound and build a new, stable life. Well, one advocate is seeking to change all that with the help of county supervisors by offering some teenage offenders a chance to clear their records. 17's Jacob Clark was at today's meeting to hear his proposal.
There's a common saying that everyone deserves a second chance, and there's a program here in Kern County that embodies that, perhaps for those who need it the most.
I've been in and out of the juvenile justice system since I was 13. All I knew was the streets and gangbanging because I was uneducated. I was uneducated for a long time until I met Jalbray.
Jalbray Dixon went to prison for nearly a decade when he was still a teenager for a gun charge.
I found myself incarcerated at a young age, ended up serving a total of 9 years at the age of 17 years old for brandishing a firearm.
2 years after his release, he's a different man. Now, Dixon mentors young adults in his very position.
By the grace of God, through that experience, I was able to change my life. And so to come home for the last 2 years and dedicate my life to being a part of the solution in the same way that was once part of the problem.
Jalbray Dixon attended Tuesday's County Supervisors meeting to proclaim Second Chances Month, part of a nationwide effort in the U.S. to raise awareness about barriers facing teenage Americans with criminal records. It focuses on unlocking opportunities for housing, employment, and education, reducing recidivism by expunging the criminal records of young offenders with court approval.
I was invited by Mr. Dixon, who has an incredible story of second chances, and we are so fortunate to be hosting him as one of our petitioners in the expungement clinic. So naturally, he felt like it was a good connection to have the legal field a part of this, because we can help close that chapter in people's lives.
While a huge step, there still needs to be resources for people who have faced this situation after the fact, says Dixon.
The resources aren't in place: housing, transportation, jobs, and I think that, Kern County, Bakersfield, we're moving in the right direction, and having proclamations and partnering and collaborating, I think that, but providing the resources, applying this proclamation, I think that'll be the big step that we're looking forward to.
There's work left to do to reintroduce those with criminal records, but in Kern County, Dixon says this is one of the biggest steps yet. Jacob Clark, 17 News.